So, my dear children, myself, Mr. Pranay Vidyat, one of the faculty members representing Masterminds Educational Institutions, and we are here to share a small secret once again. This time it's not a secret, it's an open secret because we are doing the same before the examinations, and seems day after tomorrow is your examination, and hence we are here to share the day before examination strategy with respect to the subject advanced accounting. So it's all about day before exam strategy. My fullest suggestion is like take 2 full days or at least 1.5 day totally to prepare this subject. Don't take too much of longer times, like don't take 2 or 3 days. I mean, like don't take 3 days, 4 days just to prepare this subject alone. Take full 2 days or 1.5 day. That's highly enough, because if you have done like that, remittance will be more. And the advanced accounting syllabus is totally divided into 3 parts. One is like rule based accounting standards, normal chapters, and chapter based accounting standards. Normal chapters are meant like buyback of securities, internal reconstruction, company final accounts. I mean to tell preparation of financial statements and buyback of securities. Chapter based accounting standards are accounting standards itself, but more like problematics will be there, like cash flow statement, amalgamation, consolidation, investment accounts. And rule based accounting standards are all the remaining things like AS 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, etc. and etc. And now, if you observe, the total of your paper is for 100 and totally 124 marks with choice, out of which MCQs total is like 30 marks, and you're going to get on an average plus or minus 20 marks from rule based accounting standards itself, and from normal chapters and chapter based accounting standards, MCQs are just being 10 marks or post. Coming to descriptive, that's like main. Coming to rule based accounting standards, this time lesser, like 28 to 35 marks, but normal chapters and chapter based accounting standards on an average 49 to 56 marks plus or minus is being posted. So be very, very careful. So frankly speaking, if you're very good at these parts, you can comfortably pass in your examination. Why I am telling only normal chapters and chapter based accounting standards, something like the quantum is comparatively lesser when compared to the rule based accounting standards. Anyways, my dear children, here I am giving you to the priority wise topics. Again, in that topics, I'll tell you what must be prepared first. So let me start. The first priority topics, and wherein the first one is preparation of financial statements. See, it's been a fashion, like in alternative attempts, he is asking either preparation of financial statements or internal reconstruction. 114 marks he is asking. So be careful with these 2 areas. Prepare everything. If at all he is not asking 14 marks, he is asking a 5-mark question from these 2 topics. Be careful. And coming to the next one, buyback of securities. Mostly he is testing buyback of securities. Be careful with maximum number of shares which are to be bought back. And the next one, amalgamation, consolidation. It's been a tradition. One question 14 marks from amalgamation and another question 14 marks from consolidation. This time we are expecting even he might ask 23 and 27 at least for 5 marks also. So be careful, and also extend your concentration even on 23 and 27 along with 21. And also please never leave these 2 topics. I mean, one of these 2 topics as choice, because one question from one of the chapters will be easy and one question from another chapter will be comparatively tougher. So anyways, you have to take choice in the examination depending upon the questions that were being posed in the exam. So be careful. Don't take choice before going to the examination. Already we have awaited the same to students. And coming to the next important framework for accounting standards, mostly one 5-marks question is being tested from this chapter for sure. And the next one, see, this time we have picked some standards under first priority that these might be tested in the descriptive mostly. So please be careful. Mostly these standards till now, a compact and proper question was not being tested in the examinations. So one is accounting standard number 9, like revenue recognition. AS 5, net profit or loss for the period, prior period items and changes in accounting policies. AS 10, which is PPE, property, plant and equipment. AS 11, the effect of foreign exchange rates. And AS 12, which is accounting for government grants, accounting for intangible assets, which is 26. And AS 28, impairment of assets. So wherein all these topics you are supposed to prepare at a comprehensive way. No what is it called, choice at any cost. Prepare every topic. And coming to second priority topics, now let me tell you the important priority in each and every topic. This time even we are actually expecting a question from investment accounts because it was not being posed properly till now. And coming to investment accounts, you have to concentrate on rule based case scenario based style, and also you just need to concentrate even on problematics like investment in debentures and investment in equity shares. And moving on to the next thing, cash flow statement. Be careful, even we are expecting a 5 marks question or 10 marks question this time, you might get indirect method mostly, or indirect method operating activities if misdirect method, so be careful. And next, dependent branches. Again, we are expecting a question from dependent branches with respect to debt house method or stock and debt house method, whatever, so be careful. And the next one is accounting standard number 2, valuation of inventories. Just concentrate on the valuation rule, cost or NRV, whichever is lower. And accounting standard number 4, contingencies and events occurring after balance sheet date, as simple as such, adjusting or non-adjusting. And coming to S7, which is totally problematic, and which is like preparing contract account. Either for more than 1 year he might ask, or for a single year with a provision for loss, or be careful, this time he might ask you after creation of provision it has to be reversed in the next financial year. Even that kind of question he might ask, be careful. And AS16 is like borrowing cost, very simple, but be careful on the average expenditure spent on qualifying asset model. And also total borrowing you have taken, you have to segregate the same for qualifying asset and non-qualifying assets. Be careful even that model also. I mean to tell, like total borrowing is used for both qualifying and non-qualifying assets. The total interest has to be apportioned for all the amount spent on that particular asset. That is the model. And coming to S17, test for reportable segments. S22, be careful with tax holiday, MAT credit, but above these two, the regular models, like different timing differences, permanent differences, transactions and items will be given. You need to identify whether to create DTA or DTL. And coming to S25, as simple as such, just prepare institute material illustrations, which is highly enough. And moving on to the last and final third priority topics, independent branches. As we all aware, to the students, please leave the concept of incorporation. Even if the same is asked in the examination, we ask you to take it as a choice. My dear children, be careful. I even never told you to leave consolidation as choice and amalgamation as choice. And I am telling you, you can leave incorporation part as choice. In the sense, you can understand how typical it is to manage, especially in the examination. An introduction to accounting standards. Just it's very simple. Be careful with all the level 1, level 2, level 3. I mean like classification of entities. And AS1, AS15. Coming to AS15, prepare all the institute material illustrations, which is highly enough. AS18, related party transactions. 19, leases. 20, EPS. 24, discontinuing operations. 29, provisions, contingent liabilities and contingent assets. And these are the third priority topics. After preparing first and second priority topics, please go through third priority topics also. And my dear children, one very important success mantra, concentrate on all the provisions in order to crack MCQs in a better way. And one of the important and most cunning part in the examination is all about time. This is actually an enemy, but make it as a good friend for you. I mean like you have to make it a good friend in the examination. So manage the time well and please take care. Don't write MCQs at first. Don't write compulsory question at first. It's a trap. Never do that. Please start with that question with which you're most comfortable with. After writing 1 or 2 questions, immediately go for MCQs and complete MCQs exactly in half an hour. And after that, you can go with compulsory question. This is what the order. Never dare to attempt compulsory question and MCQs at first. And coming to compulsory questions, at peculiar stage, accounts paper now is very simple. Like advanced account is something like this. Question number 1, which is compulsory from accounting standards, either easy questions from tough standards like AS 19, 22, 15, etc. And a tough question from easy standard like AS 2, I mean to tell like AS 17, etc. So be very careful. And remaining all the paper is like copy paste questions from the institute material, RTPs, MTPs, etc. and etc. with small modification which is having an impact on the entire question. So please read the question paper carefully. Don't do something like yeah, this is the question that I already know. Don't start the question as it is like that. Please identify the intricate point, typical point, different point in that question, and please be careful with respect to the adjustment of that particular point, and achieve exemption. If possible, get a rank too. And my dear children, all the best. Hope you have to rock in your examination. Moreover, you people will be very tensed at this moment. I can understand, and hope this 10 or 15 minutes video had helped you a lot and lot in order to identify the topics where you have to more concentrate. And my dear children, all the best. Team Mastermind.